I mean, I guess what's so bizarre to me on this one is this is stuff you kind of hear about like over in the technology center and not so much in gaming because it's kind of like sector, not center, fucking dumb. So basically, like it's like it sounds like corporate espionage almost. Like the way they're accusing Carmack of, they haven't said it just yet, but it kind of sounds like while he was working there, like you're saying, he was working on it, whatever, and they're accusing him of basically coming back and robbing the company is what it boils down to, even though I'm sure the suit said it a little differently, like, he trespassed on the property to take off company, whatever they're going to say, but it does sound like they're not only accusing him of stealing, but also accusing him of basically colluding with Lucky to create this device, and they want to they only say they want like a portion of what's owed to them, but I think they kind of want everything. Like they want the trademark, they want everything back, so they can.
Well, they're also implying that Facebook knew that something was wrong, or that it wasn't necessarily Oculus's technology to sell at the time of sale.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically they're saying Facebook knew they were buying stolen goods.
Which is weird, because, I mean, how does this affect, like, all these companies if, like, either one of them win? Like, if Zenimax loses, then they're seen as liars, I guess. But, if, like, Oculus loses, that's two companies and one basically famous individual in the gaming culture that's like, you fucking lied, you stole property, how are they going to recover from that kind of stuff? Or if they do...
Well, I mean, outside of VR, all John Carmack is known for is working at id and doing all of his work for id Software. So it's like, if his career in VR doesn't go anywhere, and if this happens, basically his career in VR is over, and that's probably just it for him.
Yeah, he's going to end up on the Where Were They Now of video gaming developers.
That's sad, but in my opinion, it's really weird because, like you were saying, Zenimax hasn't really done this before, and there's been other people that have done similar things from what I understand, like with Fallout, like different things with that franchise and stuff, but they've never actually gone and sued someone and then accused them of basically being shitty and a liar and a stealer and all this other stuff. So I'm kind of on their side right now just because it sounds more convincing, but
I think no matter what happens, John Carmack's going to get the worst of this exchange.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because even if it turns out like he didn't steal it, whatever, like there's still
his name will still get dragged through the mud.
Exactly. Yeah.
And people already don't care about John Carmack anymore.
Yeah, I was kind of like, John Carmack?
Who?
Damn, he's in the
news? Yeah, I mean, he did so much, like, such major things for such a long time.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he's one of the most important figures in the early stages of video gaming in the 90s. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's one of the guys. But...
a lot of current 3D technology is because of him.
Yeah.
But, what have you done for me lately?
Exactly.
He has a brother, right? Or am I wrong about that? Like Andrew Carmack or something? Because there was some other guy working on a game. Because Doom came out. Before Doom came out, there was all those complaints. And then I think another Carmack came and was like, I did the Kickstarter. I'm bringing stuff back to the old days. You mean John Romero? There you go. I was thinking of someone completely different. I think he was working with like Andy Carmack though, and they're like, "Oh, this is John's brother." And I was like, "What the fuck is going on here?" Let me look it up. Do you remember the name of that game though? It was like The Room or some shit like that.
If you just look up John Romero Kickstarter, you'll find it. I'm not sure what the name of the game was, but he had. I don't think he had made a game since Daikatana.
Yeah, which correct.
Name I haven't heard in a while.
Ugh, man.
Adrian Carmack was the other guy, and I'm pretty sure that's John's brother. I don't quote me on that. I'm gonna look it up. Brother.
God, I haven't thought about Daikatana.
Oh, no relation. They just happen to have the same. Oh, I call bullshit. They got it related. How many Carmacks
also,
you know?
In a slightly related note, John Carmack, when he was 14, did break into a school to steal a bunch of Apple II computers to start making games.
That motherfucker
so,
there.
Oh wow!
Not saying there's a connection, but hey, you know what? There's a
connection.
connection.
You broke the case, man. That's it.
And you know how he broke into that school? With fucking thermite.
What the fuck?
Shit.
Yes, when he was 14, he mixed thermite and Vaseline to help break into a school to steal a bunch of computers.
James Bond shit. Man.
How did he not get arrested for that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe because it was like it's probably those one of the statute or whatever it is, like 10 years. He's like, oh
yeah, like
I
statute
stole from the
limitations.
school once.
Remember, kids, Bombchu.com does not endorse using thermite to break into your school.
We do not condone thermite to break into schools or any other places that you're not supposed to be.
How about just don't use thermite for anything?
Don't use thermite unless you're playing Rainbow Six.
Yeah, but definitely tell John Carmack if you do, because that'd be funny.
I'm sure he'll give you some good tips.
And at the same time, a lot of people back then were using...
oh, no. John Carmack was arrested for that.
Not to that degree, but like, Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs, they used to have a device that would allow them to make free long-distance phone calls.
Yeah,
until they got their phone.
Until they got robbed at gunpoint.
Yeah, they got robbed. Somebody stole it from them. When they went to like Subway or something like that.
They were at a pizza place.
That's right, and they got.
Were they like bragging about it or something? And some guy was like, "I don't want that shit."
Yeah,
I think somebody had heard about it somehow, but some guy came up to a gunpoint. It's like, "Hey, I'm gonna take that." Okay.
Excuse me, did you say free though?
But yeah, here's the thing I was telling about John Carmack. He broke in there when he was 14. However, an overweight accomplice struggled to get through the hole that he made and opened the window, which set off a silent alarm and alerted police.
Wow.
John was arrested and sent for psychiatric evaluation because the cops said he showed no empathy for other human beings.
Jesus Christ.
He was then sentenced to a year in a juvenile home.
Wow.
No wonder he made Doom.
I know.
That explains everything.
Oh, jeez.
What the fuck? I never expected that, dude. It was the 80s, whatever, I guess so. Well, I guess it was the 70s, huh? Back when he stole it. Damn.
Yeah, I guess that would have been closer to the 70s.